right. Hey, welcome to another Night of the Forsaken. Hopefully you've had a decent Monday so far. Welcome, chat. We are
Negative side effects.
very happy to have you with us. Um, all right. So let me just make sure that the starting soon thing flips over.
Right before I started this, my son was like, "Why do you always have to play D&D? It's just a game." It's like,
Oh,
"Why do you play video games all the time? It's
that's
just a
rough.
game."
Whoa.
I get
Why do
so
you
much
gotta...
crap from my kids. Like, oh my gosh. And I'm just
Whoa.
like, you go to your friends' houses, you go to school, you go and you socialize, you play your video games. You don't know.
He was just grumpy because I read one
I
book
get my
Right?
for bedtime.
Right?
Yeah,
I
that's
want
awesome.
5 books, Dad.
He would.
Okay, it's flipped. Thank you.
It's funny when they start
I
bargaining.
guess it froze up on my end. All right, so welcome to another Night of the Forsaken. We'll get right into it since we're a little bit late. Apologies. A little summary of last week's shenanigans. This is for episode 33. Our adventurers found themselves back in Osbergen, but not exactly where they wanted to be. With Bornheim just in sight, it was clear that something was a little different. Bugbears were patrolling the outside wall, and the banners that they had noticed on the castle before were down. So knowing that these were most likely signs of the advancing Bugbear army, the group moved towards the woods for cover, and Wren began to recognize his surroundings and knew that his hometown of Mossvale was close by. So he asked the group to accompany him as he checked on his family, since it was so close to to where the Bugbears were advancing to. But once they got to the village, it seemed mostly untouched, as did Wren's parents and sister. They also heard of a young local gnome, Phillip, who supposedly saw the Bugbears right after they first invaded Bornheim, and then because of that, put a barrier protection over the village's tree canopy to kind of make it seem like just more of the forest than a village there if anyone who wasn't a gnome came upon it. The group decided that they wanted to speak with this Phillip, so they went to his dad's Charlie's house to find him. Wren also had the group assist him in investigating the mysterious footprints he saw when visiting his home on a whim a few nights ago. Will they find the peeping Tom, or is this a mystery for another time? Find out on tonight's The Forsaken. Maybe. Or they might just go somewhere else that I don't have any plans for. It's fine. It's fine. All right, so I think I didn't refresh myself, but I think we ended the last session with, I think it was just the end of the night, correct?
Mm-hmm. It was us waking up, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone had just camped out the night before. Not too far away from Wren's house, you could still see the window, but also far enough away to where you weren't right in their backyard. So you were kind of in the adjoining part of the forest. The watch went through. I believe it was Gerbil and Wren who were taking watch together, saw someone go into the forest from the town, but they assumed it was Phillip, and so they didn't act. And then towards the end of their watch, they saw the figure go back into town. But the rest of the other 2 watches were uneventful. So all of you wake up in the morning. It's a beautiful morning, a little chill to the air. Some dew on the grass, and you can see your house in the distance run through the trees.
Did you see anybody on the last watch? I don't remember who was ever the last watch person.
Renarius was the last one.
I know there was nothing that happened.
Oh, blast. Probably should have just followed Phillip into the woods, but oh well.
If it was Phillip.
Well, yeah, well, I guess now we never know. But
How did the rest of you sleep?
Okay. No issues.
Good night. I'll see you in the morning.
Wait a minute. Y'all think you saw him walking into the woods or something and y'all didn't follow him?
Yeah,
I
but
asked
well,
Wren,
we were.
I asked him.
Yeah, it's my bad. But I was looking for somebody that's like human, not gnome. So it was a small person, so I didn't care.
Dude.
Yeah, sorry.
Go like point at her ring. I mean, there's so many things that can. All right, I need some coffee for this. Sweet rolls.
My mom probably has some stuff baked if you want.
Ooh,
You
you
can
can eat
get up and
that?
start bouncing towards the house.
As you approach the house, the smell of bread is intoxicating to everyone
Or
except
nauseating.
Wren.
Ren's like, I'm immune.
Wren's more that yeah. Everyone else in the party will kind of notice Wren has a little bit of a sick look on his face as he approaches the house, and that smell just gets stronger and stronger.
Something smells.
Going inside, Wren was correct. His mother has, and probably also his sister helped out as well, has a wonderful breakfast made. Wren, you can tell that it seems like she probably made extra because she knew that that you and your friends were camping in the woods and would probably be there for breakfast in the morning. So you see, of course, a lot of bread. There are, extra meat and extra some seasonal fruit there as well. But a good spread, not like humongous, but it's a good spread for a small house. So.
Looks great.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
How did the camping go?
Uneventful, but it was nice. Nice to be in my local wood sleeping. It's kind of like coming back to your own bed.
Is genocide spelled with a J?
What?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna genuinely look confused, given that's the first time I've heard him say that sentence.
What
I don't think that's great breakfast talk.
interesting, friends. Please have a seat, get some breakfast. Feel free there. There's also a pitcher of juice there, as well as some water, and also a few cups of coffee sitting out as well for people to take if they want. I tried to, I didn't know what all of you liked, so hopefully there's something here that you can eat.
Thanks.
Your father, of course, is already over at the shop with your sister.
Seems about right. So what's our plan? I wasn't expecting to force us to stay here longer than needed. I guess is my mom still in the room?
Yeah, she's just kind of busying herself. She's not sitting down with you. She's just kind of cleaning up around the kitchen from making everything.
Okay. So I don't expect us to stay here to go after this secondary investigation of my own interest for my sister's sake, but it's going to take a lot to convince my dad and the council if we are to get him to hopefully leave. And I do trust that Phillip has no intentions against Mossvale, so he's not going to try and trick them to be captured. So I know, Renarius, you were wanting to try and talk to Z, right? Or something of that sort?
I was, yes. And we should probably talk to Alec as well.
That's true. So whatever we want to do, whether it's head towards Bairn and that area or anything. I mean, I don't want us to feel like I'm saying, hey, let's all stay here for another day.
Your mom's kind of humming to herself in the kitchen, and she'll kind of, kind of go out and busy herself in another part of the house. Probably sensing that you're having, like, a group conversation.
Ryan, are we going to try to convince your father to, have the town be prepared for the worst, considering there's an army? Or are we just gonna let them?
Maybe on the way out of town, I can try and talk to him, and maybe you, as a fellow bugbear, you can maybe convey more of an accurate picture for him. But convincing them to prepare themselves is maybe a chance. Convincing him to encourage the council to evacuate the village, it's not likely.
I mean, they don't have to evacuate right now. I mean, the protections Phillip has in place, I mean, they're working, but it's always
Yeah,
nice to have a failsafe.
But if your family was living 30 minutes from a overrun bugbear city with intentions of expanding, would you not want them to flee in some way?
No, I would. Well, I mean, hypothetically speaking, because my family would be the ones invading, but I
If
understand.
you
the
were
sentiment.
something else, yeah.
Picture him chuckling in the corner.
I would think they wouldn't have a safe place to go if the army is truly taking over the entire land.
Well, just north, I mean.
Well, they're after the. I mean, they'd go after the big cities first, but I mean,
Maybe
Yeah,
their best
that's-
space is just staying for now, but
I mean, we've already seen them start harvesting the forest.
yeah.
When we came in here, so.
Shall we talk to your father then?
Yeah,
I
I
want to
think
eat
we
some,
can.
some breakfast first.
Well, that too.
Should go over
Oh.
to the table and start.
Gerbil's been
start
stuffing his face the
getting
entire
food.
This
time.
is this is
Yeah.
breakfast conversation in my mind. Yeah, I think that's fine. We don't need to stay here too long today, and then head out.
By the way, I think that if they should leave, or if you're going to try to make them leave, or get them. Okay, well, I'm not being very helpful in this, but I think it might be a good idea for them to leave sometime today, if possible. How many people live in this town, by the way?
Not a lot. We're pretty small. I would say. What would be a small town? I guess
5,000.
No, it's
Yeah.
not 5,000.
I'd say like my mind
No.
would say like
Couple
I'm
hundred.
like,
a couple hundred to 100. It's
Yeah,
probably like
it-
10
if-
families.
Yeah, a couple of hundred is stretching it a lot. I mean, you
Yeah,
would say
yeah.
probably including children,
Village.
100.
It's a village.
Yeah. Yeah, it's village. So.
Got it.
women and children out first.
Negative side effects.
Do we have a direction we should, point them towards?
Out of character. Where was Gimbel's hometown within the realms of the continent?
Close to Bairn.
What was it?
Let me see if I have
Don't
that
too close.
information.
You don't speak
Yeah.
of that. You shut your mouth. It is not in my
Closer to
memory anymore.
Bairn. Let's put it that way.
Orsborough. Not too far away from Baron. I'm not even sure. Let's see here. Let me take a look at the map.
So are we talking like middle crater, outside edge crater, close in the realms of this crash site?
Sorry, I'm just. Let me take
Is
a
all
look at the
Gimbel's
map
family
here.
It's-
dead?
It's across the street.
No,
It's
no,
across
no,
the
no.
street.
Orsborough is more. Yeah, it's kind of on the other side of that. The kind of the the valley that kind of leads up to Bairn, from say like from turning the corner to Fairweather. It's kind of over on the other side of that, so it's over near the far mountain range from say Fairweather and in Mossvale. So it is it's closer to Bairn than what Mossvale is, a little bit.
Gotcha.
So you would have to go back across the valley, back across in front of Bornheim, to get over there. I mean, Bornheim isn't right there. I mean, you could go up a bit and completely avoid going, too close to Bornheim. and kind of make it up there. So if you would go like northwest from where Mossville is, you would be heading right towards there, right
So if
towards Orsborough.
so to make sure I'm understanding this right, is so where Bornheim is, there's like a patch of dark green, kind of wispiness around it, and then a gap, then more dark green, then a gap, then the green where Fairweather is.
If you're
Is
looking,
Moss
if you're looking at a, I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to
is
interrupt.
Mossvale on the very south dark green area?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, that's where Mossville is, and the Woodwick Forest.
gotcha.
If you're looking at a map, you would know Orsborough is around. If you see that kind of that mountain range that is kind of northwest of Bearn, that kind of goes down and
Yep.
splits into two forks. I mean, into
Yep.
two pieces. It's somewhere a little bit south of that.
Gotcha. So still a ways away from the bugbears, but yeah, got it. Well, we could if I was to tell him to go to anywhere, that would be my, at least for my father's sake, that'd be my first direction, just because we
Make,
have family that way. And
make an intelligence check for me,
okay,
Wren.
18.
Okay. You would know that there's also this is definitely closer to Bornheim though. There's also a seaside town called Echo that you've in your very brief travels in the area have heard people.
Is that the one that's
someone mention.
beyond the eastern like valley thing that my dad had mentioned before? Like it's beyond that a bit.
No, that's going over to Kilmore, and that's going over to the eastern side of Osbergen. This is more kind of almost still in the northern part, the northern coast of Osbergen. So it's pretty close to Bornheim, but still about the same distance. It's actually about the same distance that Mossville is from Bornheim, honestly. But yeah, you can also go east. I mean, the town that you would know of the most from over there would be Kilmore. But that's on the eastern coast. That would take about, probably 2.5, maybe 3 days to travel over there.
Gotcha. So there's some options. But like I said, I could have a well laid out plan, and I don't think my dad's gonna care.
Just another question. I mean, we're going to try to convince them to evacuate now. Are we going to escort them, or just be like, bye?
I honestly haven't thought about that, mainly because I don't expect him to take it as an idea. My plan is to pitch it as an idea, him to say no, we're not leaving, and me to say okay, at least prepare yourself in case they come.
Okay. Now, what if on the weird off crazy chance they're all like, okay, let's go? What do we do?
I imagine it would take them several days to pack up your things and get ready to go.
But
If they
again,
decide-
I mean, go ahead.
I mean, if they decide, some probably, if knowing anything about villages, some will decide to stay and some will decide to go. It's not up to us.
Well, and everybody can leave in parts too. Like one day a group of people can go this way, and one day another group of people can go that way, and you never know who's gonna, I hate to say it, but
True.
survive.
Yeah, it's up to them.
But
If
the more I
they
think
leave.
about it, it's what Gerbil's saying is true in the sense that they might not really care about my town, my village, until they're chopping trees and reach it, perchance. The more I
Well, we-
think about it, the more it's like I'm telling them to go out in the open and hopefully get somewhere safe when maybe they would have been, well, more hidden here. I don't know.
I mean,
Well,
they'll
we can, yeah, just tell them and let them make the decision. I mean,
they'll
we can't-
know. I mean, they'll know when they're getting closer. I would imagine, unless someone leads them here, like you brought us here. But I mean, but again, I mean, I don't know. I mean, granted, I don't know my brother that well anymore, but I mean, I don't think he'd care about a village if he came. I mean, if he came across it, I mean, I'm not saying he'd spare it, but you know, I mean, if we're trusting Philip in his spell, then they won't. The bugbears won't know they're there until they're right up on them. In which case, I mean, I would imagine your people would see them coming because the bugbears would not know. The army would not be trying to stealthily invade a random small village tucked in the woods. So it's up to you. I mean,
Okay.
whatever you want to do.
Fingers crossed.
Thanks, Zephyr. I'll finish eating up.
Okay. Anything else y'all want to talk about while you're eating breakfast?
You ever feel the need to conquer lands?
No, we've been over this.
While they're finishing up, I'll probably go find my mom.
Okay. All right. You would find her probably working outside in like a small little garden that your family has.
Tell her I love her food.
I'll tell her.
Nothing really. It's just a kind of more of a flower garden and like, than like actually like growing food food or anything. Yeah. So she's out there working.
I'm just gonna go up and say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go find Dad,
Okay.
and Fenna, but we're probably going to more than likely head out of town here later this morning. But I
Oh.
wanted to come say thanks for all the food and thanks for taking care of us, and I'm gonna tell Dad to be cautious about." Because she talked about it. She knows what's going on, right? She was in the room earlier when we were talking about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to be cautious and wary, and don't hesitate to leave the village if you need to.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that, you're right. Of course, your father and other, others in this town, they are stubborn and hard-headed, and they don't want to think that they, need to run away. But I've, I try to say things here and there, so hopefully, he'll listen. Hopefully the bugbears don't see through Philip's ruse, I guess.
Yeah, that's my hope.
She will stand and put her gardening spade in her pocket of this gardening apron that she's wearing and just give you a hug.
Yeah, I'll give her a hug.
Wren.
Tell her I love you, Mom. Oh, and Pixton says you make great food.
Oh, well, she makes a great guest who enjoys the food, so it helps.
It's true.
Take care of yourself, Wren. And
I'll
don't,
do my best.
Right. Don't be a stranger.
I'll try better.
If you find out anything about the bugbears and, hear that they're definitely moving this way or, are looking for small gnome villages, just let us know.
I will.
Okay.
And then I'll head back inside to see if everybody's done and ready to go.
All right. So y'all head out of the house after finishing breakfast. Wren's mom will wish you a good day before going back in the house, most likely to, to finish cleaning up and straightening up things and finish baking some bread. Wren, as you walk away from the house, the smell of the bread becomes less and less, so your stomach kind of eases up when you're there. So what are y'all doing? Where are you heading?
Probably to our family's bakery shop to talk to my dad.
Okay.
The smell of
just
bread
The smell of
Intensifies
bread
again, yes.
All right.
Gerbil would have put on his hooded cloak again. Just
Okay.
in case people haven't. In case anyone in the small town hadn't heard, there's a bugbear in the town yet.
And I'll probably say that as you walk away from the house, Wren, your mom will kind of come bounding out the door again. Oh, and then run up to Silvera and give her like a whole brown bag full of sweet rolls. Here you go.
Oh, thank you so much. Opens it up. I'm not sharing.
And
It's
you
fine.
don't have to.
Are
All right, okay.
Maybe
Get
that.
along.
I'll have a little doggy bag of food.
She'll go back in the house. All right, so y'all head towards the that kind of center square part of town where there are a few different a couple of different shops. Again, mostly this is for just local people. They don't have any visitors coming through, especially now since visitors wouldn't be able to see it. Yeah, and so you head into the bakery. Finna is working behind the counter. And as you step in through the door, again, the smell of fresh baked bread and sweetness just kind of hits you in the face.
Hey, is Dad around?
Oh, yeah. Let me. I'll just go back and get him. And
While she's doing that, is there anybody else in the store?
no, it's empty.
Oh, okay.
Flip the side to close. Shutter the blinds.
All right, and she's back there for a couple of minutes. And she'll kind of poke her head out after a couple of minutes, be like, just one more. He'll be on in a second.
Oh, no worries.
And probably about 5 minutes later, he's probably finishing up something. He'll kind of come out and wipe his hands on his apron. Are you heading out?
Yeah, we're gonna probably take off today.
Okay.
I just wanted to say one more time to really consider the safety of the village. We've seen what these bugbears can do, and my friend here knows very much what they're capable of. And I know Phillip has the protective thing around the town, whatever.
Barrier. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if I understand, if I tell you, Dad, you need to leave, you need to get everybody out of here, you're not gonna want to. So I'm not even gonna fight that fight. But more, I insist that you don't become too comfortable or confident in this magic or confident in our ability to hide. If these bugbears come upon you, when we were coming in, we saw that they've been harvesting some of the woods. So just be aware, they might stumble upon you. And I want to make sure you guys are ready if that happens. Don't get a false confidence.
We've been, we've made sure that all the houses have some weapons in them. Should it come to that?
We'll never be able to stand against an army like this.
What's a few bugbears?
If it was a few bugbears, but it's not. It's a goblinoid horde. You have goblins, hobgoblins, bugbears, all led by a bugbear the world has never seen before. They killed my wife. I've seen what they can do. Just
Why
it
would
doesn't
Why would he hurt his own kind?
Bugbears don't care. They're all after power. All goblins. Why does any horde, why does any army seeking to spread their land and gain more wealth care? They don't. I hope that they never find you and they just, you can live in peace and they can just go on by, but it never hurts to have an escape route.
Just have a plan. Have an idea of what you could do if you see them encroaching in a certain area. Have the people ready to go at any notice if need be. You could make for, I don't remember now, Gimble's hometown something.
Horsborough.
Yeah, you can make for that place. You can, I mean, Philip even is connected, I guess, in Fairweather. And in all honesty, I don't totally love the people in Fairweather, but they have probably a little bit of a chance of defending themselves. Or just have a plan.
Negative side effects.
That's true. And maybe it's true. Maybe Philip's magic will work and they'll never even notice you. But I don't want to just have you think that that's a perfect plan and have it fail.
These are good points. Son. I mean, we're not warriors. We don't have an army or even guards or fighters. If I were to take this advice and ask you for your proposed plan for us, what would that be?
I think if you had some people that would go out every day just a little bit to the edge of the bubbles, so that way they don't see you, and just see if the bugbears are moving in any way. If you see any signs of that, you could make for any of the towns. You could either all move as one, though that could make you vulnerable, or you could all split as families and head to the villages of your choice. I'm not 100% doubting Philip's skills, but rather not sure that they'll work perfectly.
I understand. He's new. He's still young. This whole magic practicing hasn't been going on for long, so I understand. I too have thought about if it fails, but then there's more bread to be baked. There's more bread to be baked. So
bread's not important when it comes to life and death and the stake of our village.
I know, son. I am just saying that's what we know.
Did you even plan this out? Is genocide spelled with a J?
What is he?
Don't worry about him.
I think he said it, fairly. Have a plan or else there's genocide. I mean, he's a little harsh, but I mean, he makes a good point.
Cheeky little thing.
So, okay. I'll talk to the others and we'll see if a couple of us can go out to the edge and the barrier, or and keep an eye out. If they start this way, we'll discuss plans after that for moving.
Okay.
I don't like it, but I guess
I don't like I don't like that I leave town without you having a plan to leave, but that's what is what I have to do.
Fair. Okay. Well, I'll make sure the patrols happen, and if anything, to keep your mother and your sister safe.
Thanks.
I guess if we move, I'll have Finna write to you.
That works. Actually, have her write to Gimbal, just outside Baron. He would be able to reach us wherever we're at.
Okay. Is he still in Orisboro? Move on.
No, he's outside Baron somewhere. He had a shop outside Baron.
So then we're gonna need an address.
I don't know. Well, what I know is
No, you would not know. I mean,
Oh,
Gimbal
man.
hasn't contacted you since he and.
Wait,
I mean, the last thing
Well,
you
we
heard.
can-
You can call her
one
right
second.
now.
I'll find
Yeah.
out for you. I'll find out for you. Silver, can you call Gimbal on your magic mirror?
Magic mirror.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
Don't worry about it, Dad.
Oh, son. He kind of turns and starts, like, dusting off the counter and rearranging things.
You know what? What? No. Let him
Rude.
see. Let him see. It'd be like the whole thing with like first thing webcam. It's just like first FaceTime. It'll be great.
All right.
Okay, so you're holding up the mirror, and
I
you're
actually have a hand mirror that I could go get if it makes it easier.
and
for
no,
you.
and you're thinking
Okay.
of Gimbal, correct?
Gimbal, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Give me 1 second. I'm doing something really quick.
Your dad sounds wonderful, by the way.
He's
It's right there.
Sorry, guys.
Please don't tell me that some flames are gonna start shooting out of the mirror.
No.
She's quickly creating a homebrew BBEG on her phone. So D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
So,
Oh, is this
so
thing on?
so you thought of Gimbal, and you're looking in the mirror. Suddenly, you see Gimbal's face, almost as if he was standing on the other side of this mirror, like he was, right there.
Bestie.
It's a little cloudy. It's a little cloudy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing all right, all considering.
What's going on?
Oh, I mean, we ended up not being able to recover anything in Bairn.
Yeah.
It's a shithole there right now, friend. Actually, some really scary stuff going on. I don't really know how to condense that. Yeah, it's really hard to explain. Whatever
Well,
you do,
are you safe?
it's not our fault. Don't go there. Just stay away. Then two. We're in a Zelfer right now. It's actually really nice here.
What's an address for you if I was to mail you something?
Zelfer.
Start writing this down, Dad.
Oh, okay.
That's the name of the city, and we're at 1379.
Okay.
What,
Um,
what's the last four numbers of your social security number?
Drury Lane.
Great. Okay. Got it.
Thanks, Gimbal.
Yeah, in Zelfer. Did you get that one? It's Z E
Yes, I got it.
PH.
Oh.
Is it a Y or an
I
I?
spelled it wrong.
It's a Y. It's a
Your
Y.
dad's like over there scribbling something out. Okay.
And then R. Yeah, it ends in an R.
Oh,
Is there an E at the end? No, there's no E at the end. Don't
Oh.
write that down.
okay.
Thanks, Gimbal.
Did he find Alec?
You're okay. How are you all doing?
We replaced you with a bird.
Way to make old Fred feel like crap. No reciprocal relationship. All right, got it. 10-4, good buddy.
Wait a
Talk to you
minute.
later.
Oh,
Wait,
you're
wait.
right,
This
you're
is going
right.
downhill so fast. What's going on?
I needed your address for my dad because
Oh.
we're in Mossvale right now, and
Oh.
if things go great or crappy, I'm gonna have him mail you, so then you can tell us if things are going great or crappy.
By the way, don't go to Bornheim.
Yeah,
Also
Bornheim's
true. Also
stinking.
true. Hold on, Dad.
Or the
We'll be,
bugbears.
Did
By the
the Great
bugbears.
One mana? Oh, bugbears. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, Gerbil's got some cousins that are pissed off or something. I don't know.
But we got these cool new keys. They do really
Uh,
crazy stuff. It's a long story.
We got a
can tell you.
job.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I got a bag of
Wow.
sweet rolls from Wren's mom.
Did you
That's
get in
true.
touch with Alec again?
Mm.
No. Have
Have you done that?
Have you
Where's
done that?
Kazeel? Is Kazeel there with you?
Oh, he bounced.
No, he had to take off.
Who's
His
Kazeel?
dad's
What?
like got mental issues. Wants to help him out.
Like, right
he
later.
actually he left the
Dad?
same night you left.
She's like holding the mirror out like this, and everybody. So I'm just
Yeah, you remember
imagining
his dad?
everybody
That
behind
guy.
her.
He was all messed
Looking
up,
in the
so he's gonna
mirror.
help him.
Who's the ugly bird?
Well, that's not very nice. You
Rude.
what the hell happened to you?
All right. Well,
Well, at least you're not
How
naked,
was the
all right?
honeymoon?
So what was that address again?
hey, I didn't say I was wearing pants. That's
Whoa.
1579.
It was
Drury
1379.
Lane.
Wait, I thought you said 1379. Are you changing
Did
your
I?
mind?
Exciting!
Wow, you guys have been
Amelia.
taking
What
a
is the
pounding
address
lately,
again?
haven't
I
you?
keep getting mixed.
It's 1379.
Right. Yeah. Just write down what I said first, I guess.
Got it. Thanks.
Yep. Yep.
Now go fix her cabinets. She's like winking really badly.
Signing off.
Ah.
And
I got
Gimbal,
both.
Puts it back in her bag.
Gimbal disappears from the mirror.
There you go. So that address, Dad, send it there,
Uh,
and he'll get it to us.
I knew a
Okay.
muffin man on Drury Lane.
I don't know what I've never.
Don't worry.
seen.
Don't worry about the rest of that. Don't worry about other things that he talked about. Just that address.
Okay. All right. I wrote it
Yeah,
down.
Baird's fine.
I'll be sure to write you there then.
Perfect.
Gerbil.
Just imagine someone elbowed him.
Okay. So
Okay, we're gonna head out then.
okay.
Nice meeting you, sir.
Same.
Oh, deal.
Wren, take care of yourself.
Thanks. You too.
Don't die. Oh wait.
And I'm gonna look at her with a what? Really? That's what you're going to say right now?
She's just gonna walk out the door.
A customer kind of
Is-
comes in as you guys are as you guys are leaving, and you know he
Gotta get
It-
that gimbal out.
as some of you exit, you hear Wren's father's tone change when greeting the customer, and it's like, "Oh, hi, how are you?" It becomes like
Genocide spelled with a J.
50. It becomes like 50% more.
Positive.
Yes,
Got
Happier.
that customer
Yes,
service
correct.
voice on.
correct.
Does the guy coming in have any obvious like nice big buttons on his outfit in any way?
Yes, he has. He has some buttons on his jacket.
I'm gonna like
Mug
kind
There's
of,
some.
as I'm leaving,
There's some on
kind
the
of do the
front.
whole accidental bump into him and try and just snap one off.
Yeah, and there are some like on like there's a pocket on each side of his jacket too that has a
Yep.
big gold button.
Whichever one looks the easiest to grab without like.
Yeah, make a
real-
sleight of hand check.
I gotta look at what that is.
If
Who
you
is
give
that?
me a look.
Sleight of hand.
At this moment,
Oh, come on.
we
10.
learned Wren was a kleptomaniac.
You manage. He rolled really low. So
Sweet.
you manage. You bump into him.
Oh, sorry.
and you hear
Do I-
your father, Wren, watch where you're going.
I just sorry, Dad. Sorry. And then I'm
Welcome,
gonna
sir.
kind of catch
Hey,
myself
Dad.
as I'm leaving, and then I'm gonna quickly find Fenna before I leave.
Okay. Well, she was in the back, but I'm going to say that as you
Awkwardly go
exit,
back in.
she's went out the back door and has came
Okay, I'll go around
to.
then.
Oh,
We're taking off, but I've told Dad to be cautious. He's gonna try and make sure the town's ready if need be. That you guys need to
okay.
leave. Dad, he's not gonna
I know.
change his mind
I
very
know.
easily. But if for whoever I didn't want to tell Dad this or get him worried or him. Any of the guards that are on patrol, if there's one that you know well, tell them to maybe just check on our house every once in a while to see if they see anybody in or around it.
Okay.
Just
Sure.
I'm not too concerned, but just in case.
I didn't see anything last night. I kept an eye out. Yeah, I guess I should tell you. I've thought about if they do, if there's word of that they do start advancing, even if Dad doesn't leave, I think I'm going to try to convince Mom to go somewhere, and me. I'll make sure she's safe, friend.
Okay. Well, and if you get Mom convinced, I'm sure she can get Dad convinced. But yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah.
He's been really just pig-headed lately. So we'll see. Hopefully.
Okay.
Oh, and she'll give you a big hug.
I'll give her a hug as well.
Do you have
and
to
then-
go?
Yeah, we are. The rest of our crew has some people they want to check in on as well,
Okay.
up north a little bit. But
All right. Well, do some adventuring for me.
I will.
Okay.
And then as I walk, I'll flicker the button.
Oh, thank you. She'll put it in her pocket.
And then I'll walk back to the group.
Okay. All right. As you, the rest of you, as Wren went around to talk to his sister towards the back of the bakery, as you're standing out front, there were a couple of kids standing out there. Everyone make perception checks for me.
Not me, right? Because I went around to the bakery.
Exactly, except Wren.
Okay, just checking.
Correct.
27.
14.
Okay.
24.
Okay.
2.
All right.
22.
Okay. Yeah, I think you all rolled pretty high. So all of you, as you're standing outside the bakery and waiting for Wren to come back around to the front, there are a couple of kids standing out there. They seem like they're maybe one of them's waiting, and both gnome children, and one gnome child runs up to the other and it's like, "Hey, wait, what are you doing?" I'm waiting for Dad. Oh, did you hear? No. They found a monster on the eastern side of the forest. What do you mean a monster? What? Yeah, it's big and it's made out of metal, and there's some, yeah, it's huge and it's just sitting there, and they will both no, they'll just stand there and keep talking. It's just sitting there, and we tried it, and me and Bobby tried to talk to it, and it's not saying anything, and it's not moving, and I think it's going to kill us. I think it's going to get us. Oh, stop. You're making up things again. No, really, you should come and see it. I can't. And then they'll kind of like notice the few of you kind of standing around, and I'll talk to you later, okay? And the other kid will run off, and the kid that was standing there will start to go into the store after his dad. All right, and then Wren will come back around.
Anybody need to do anything before we go?
There's a metal monster in the east of the woods.
What, Zephyr says?
What?
Oh,
Yeah, in
that's
the
right.
kid's
That's
voice.
right.
Yeah. Gerbil just pointed. Some kids were just talking about a giant monster.
Metal,
Outside the
metal monster.
Yeah, east over here.
If I look at them, do I know who they are?
Well, the one before you came around, once you get around to
Or
the
did they
front of
all
the
run away?
thing, both of them are gone.
Oh, okay.
The rest of the group knows that one of them went into the shop.
Gotcha.
One's in the shop. We should this shady character named Bobby. They tried to talk to it and it didn't do anything.
Gonna
But-
kill us.
That apparently if it doesn't talk to them, that's what they jump to. So
Oh.
should we check that out on the way?
Would I guess would I have knowledge of probably because I've only been gone for like a month. Would I because it's a small town? Would I know pretty much all the kids?
Yeah.
Maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I wouldn't know them, but I would know who they are.
Yeah,
from Bobby.
yeah. You would know that there was a kid named Bobby. Yeah. Now
Okay.
Bobby's the one that ran away. The rest of you would know.
And who was the one sharing the story? Bobby or someone else?
The one sharing the story was Bobby. That's the one that he
Okay.
ran up to the one that was waiting outside the shop, told him the story. The one kid said, "Bobby, you're lying." I mean, you don't know this, but the rest of the group
Yeah.
knows this.
And is it the shop like my dad's bakery shop?
Yes, correct.
Oh, okay. Well, with my dad in there, I'll probably just say if we want to look into it, we could talk to him, but I'll wait until Bobby comes out and kind of just then get his attention.
I mean,
Okay.
Well, I don't want to go in and just start interrogating this kid in my dad's bakery.
oh no! I mean, I'm saying if there's a giant metal monster on the east side of the forest, I can't imagine it'd be hard to find.
But maybe it could be.
It's a big
But
forest.
sure.
I mean,
It would be better to get a better idea.
Yeah.
Gonna kill us.
Does it seem like Bobby's taking a long time in there?
Well, Bobby's not the one. You don't know this,
No.
but the kid in the shop is not Bobby.
You
The
said
one
it
that
was-
ran,
the
the
one
one
in the
that
shop was
ran
Bobby.
away. The one that ran away is Bobby. He was the one telling the story. The kid that was waiting outside for his dad. He said,
I misunderstood then. I thought you said Bobby went into the shop.
"Nope, Bobby's the one that
My
ran away and was
mistake.
telling the story."
Well, then I'll say, which way did the kid go?
let's just find every single kid in this show,
As you're-
wrangle them up, and just
As you're
ask
standing
them
there
what they're
Let's hope
talking,
this works.
as you're standing there talking, the gentleman that entered your shop earlier, that entered your father's shop earlier, exits. Wren, one button missing from his left pocket, and behind him is a small gnome child with dusty blondish brown hair, and he kind of looks up sheepishly at the group of you as they pass by.
Cheeky little thing.
The adult gnome kind of giving you an eye, Wren, because you bumped into him earlier.
Sorry. I said for earlier. Sorry, sir.
No problem. Yeah, you would know the smaller one's name, you think might be Ben? It's Chrissy's son, who lives over on the other side of town.
Gotcha. But I guess did they relay to me everything that Bobby had said? Like in conversation? Would they have,
What
would you guys have
Gerbil
relayed
said.
that
What
to me?
Gerbil said.
Okay.
a big monster east side of the village, kid named Bobby.
Got it. Do I know where? Forget it. Let's just go find this thing. I don't want to hunt. I don't want to hunt around my town for this dumb kid.
Okay. All right. So you would know.
If we happen to see Bobby on the way out of town, I'll stop and talk to him.
You would know. You would know where the eastern part of the town is, and the forest that kind of extends out from the town a bit, kind of like how on the western side of the town where y'all came in the day before. But on the eastern side, yeah. And as you're crossing town, or crossing the village, as you get towards the other side, you all would recognize Bobby playing in like a front yard of a small house, kind of
Perfect.
like
Well, in that
kicking a
case,
ball around.
I'll walk up to his yard, or does he have a fence, or is it just an open yard?
It's just an open yard.
I'll kind of just walk up to him and say, "Hey, Bobby."
I know you.
You do?
Wren?
Nice. It's good memory. I've been gone for a while too.
I have a good one.
Yeah.
Good memory. What's up?
Manipulated.
Well, you got
Well,
you got a lot of friends.
It's true. We're a bunch of like. He's probably pretty young, or is he like?
Oh yeah, he's
Okay,
probably
okay.
like maybe 7, 6.
Yeah. So little kid, not like teenager.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. These are my friends. We're kind of adventurers. We go around looking and fighting and finding fun things. And I heard.
What kind of things have you fought?
Big wolves. We were in this really big town that was like floating ones. And
City floating?
yeah, I know, right? It's crazy. It blew my mind when I first saw it. We went through some portals and some fun
Owl
things.
bears.
Be really careful. Oh yeah, we fought some
Some
owl
bugs.
bears. You think this guy's big?
Is that what
Owl
happens
bears.
when you leave town? You just run into all these floating cities and wolves and
Oh no.
and fun
no.
things?
Oh no, it's totally safe
Not
to go out
fun
there.
things.
We go looking for it. So you know.
Oh, well no,
Negative side effects.
I want to see it.
Negative.
Oh well, then
Sounds
yeah,
really
it's all out there
cool.
for you. What was the kid's name that we just talked to? Anyway,
Bobby.
no, I know Bobby. I'm trying to remember the other kid's name.
Not Bobby.
Not Bobby.
Ben. It was Ben.
Thank you, Ben. I heard Ben talking earlier to some kids or whatever. He said that you know of a really cool possible adventure to go and check out. Some about some big metal monster, which I don't know if that's real or
I just
not.
told
But
him that. He's
Really?
already out running around telling everyone.
well, I mean, it was just in passive conversation.
Passive. What does that mean?
That means that he
were
was not really talking a
we're-
lot. Yeah, not like he's blurting it. It was just he was telling the other kids that were there with him.
I should have
No
told
big
him to
deal.
keep it secret. He can't keep it secret though.
Oh, so it's a secret. So this is a real thing. I thought it was just made up.
You don't want the kind of like get closer to you. You don't want the adults knowing about it.
Oh yeah, it's true. They're the worst. They ruin everything.
They really they do, and they're gonna make us they'll make us stay inside. They won't let us go out in the woods if they know. I just don't wanna just play in this front yard. No, kind of kick the ball.
That's true. I get that. I actually, heart to heart, I know that feeling. But it does sound like it might be dangerous. Do you think you could tell us where it is and we could check it out and see if it's really a big deal or not?
May I roll a persuasion check?
Which colored dice do I trust? Not that one.
What did you roll though? A 1?
Yep.
Do you have any pluses?
Oh, I think my persuasion. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a 4. Altogether,
Wait, you have
but it was a natural
inspiration.
one.
You got the
I
inspiration.
do have inspiration. Thank
You got the
you.
inspiration.
Does that let me just re-roll another one?
I
does that do
think
for
it's a
me?
D6.
Yeah, the inspiration is a D8.
D8. Now we're talking.
Nice upgrade.
So 5 more to that. So 9.
Okay.
9.
I don't know. I guess. Yeah. Come on.
Okay.
I
Okay.
can show
Okay.
you. And he kind of looks
Now-
at you and looks back at your friend and looks back at the rest of the group.
I'm gonna
trust
like
him?
look at oh yeah, we can totally be trusted. I'm gonna like kind of take him by the shoulders for a second and say, now we've like faced a lot of dangerous things. And if it comes to a moment where we as a group feel like this actually is really dangerous, we're going to need you to listen. If we tell you to run home, just to tell everybody, I need you to do that. Can you do that? Can you be as brave as we need you to be?
I can try, yeah.
Okay.
I will. I'll be it.
Thanks. Bobby, this is everybody. This is Bobby. He's part of our crew now for at least the short time being.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Bobby.
Are you sure that's wise?
One way to find out, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
I'll talk to you later, okay?
I guess I trust your judgment.
Bobby's going to look at Pixarin. Oh, what are you? And what are you? And points at Gerbil. Wait. I don't know what you are.
Neither do I.
They're all great people. That's all that matters.
Is that a bird?
No touchy.
Oh, it talks?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, it
relatively.
talks.
That's my voice!
That's my voice.
Okay, we're getting really overwhelmed. Let's focus. Let's focus. These are all great people. These are my friends. I can vouch for them.
Does he have a knife on his belt? He points at
Okay.
Tegan.
I
Oh,
haven't
God.
answered the question.
You ever feel the need to conquer lands?
I'm a tiefling.
Is he a bugbear?
Oh, no.
Okay, here's what I need. Bobby, focus. Focus,
Negative
Bobby.
side effects.
Bobby,
Okay.
focus. Bobby.
Tiefling.
All right. Okay. All right.
At least take
Come on,
us
sweet
to
roll.
the edge of town. Here's what I need. Take us to
give
the
us
edge
what
of town and point us in the direction where we need to go.
I'm gonna show
That's what I
you.
need.
I'm gonna show
Okay.
you where it's at, and he's
Okay.
gonna turn
Okay.
around and start come on, shh, and start running towards the edge of the woods, which is around close to his house, actually.
Zephyr will elbow Wren and go, easily manipulated.
Gerbil will lead Tegan and say to Tegan, why do I get the feeling that we made things infinitely worse just by showing up?
It just seems to go with us.
So here in a few months, you'll hear about this boy named Bobby who just went out on his own, and
He's gonna lead the Bugbear army. Oh, no.
Remember the saying.
all right.
after
So
that.
the group
Bobby
of
and
you,
Phillip.
So the group of you
Just made it easy, guys.
follow Bobby as he kind of walks, he'll walk a bit like he's trying to be stealthy, and then he'll run really quick through a few trees. Okay, it's right up here. Come on. And not trying to be quiet at all with his running.
Yep.
He's just pounding through the forest. And then you approach a few trees where there's a what the rest of you will recognize as a Warforged sitting against one of the trees.
Great. Okay, Bobby, here's what I need you to do. I need you to go back and just kind of on the outskirts of your house, just sit there and watch, and we'll send a signal when we need you to bring more help to finish it off, okay?
Make a persuasion check, Wren.
Not a 1. I'm not rolling that dice this time. There we go. Persuasion. 21.
Okay. Okay.
Can you do that?
I can do it. I can do it. All right.
Thanks, Bobby.
Yeah. He kind of looks over, looks around everyone at the Warforged, and then just kind of backs
I
away
guess
slowly,
I trust your
and then
judgment.
turns and runs back to the town. Everyone make intelligence checks for me.
Oh, whoa, that went way too far.
Just straight up intelligence.
Straight up intelligence, my friend.
Bird brain.
15.
10.
Oh,
16 also.
9.
It's a metal man.
Can't be any worse than
Give it some oil.
my 6. I should have rolled my actual dice.
so
Nobody was
I mean,
involved.
you all. I mean, you all
I appreciate it.
recognize it as a Warforged, but those who rolled, I'm going to say 13 or higher,
Yeah.
12 or higher, will recognize this as. It looks like one of the Warforged constructs that you like the design and the style that you saw in Fairweather.
Interesting.
Specifically, one of them at the gate. So it has that kind of large upper body and the longer front, like the longer arms. Looks kind of a little hunched over, but it's hard to tell because it's sitting on the ground, leaning against a tree, looking very immobile. It's not moving.
Does
Also, roll
Does it-
perception checks for me.
Oh, nice.
does it look like it hasn't been there a while? I mean, I'm rolling a perception check.
I mean, it looks.
It's 6. So
20.
Okay.
like, is it rusty? Has it been out there a while, or is it dented, or is it?
It's
Look-
not dented. Did
We'll
everyone
gamble
roll?
up again. He'll tell us how to
Did
start it.
everyone roll perception checks?
9.
Yes.
Okay.
20.
Apparently,
Six.
I'm not seeing anything tonight.
6.
Anyone with a 12 or above will kind of see that while the Warforged doesn't look new, it doesn't look like it's been outside for an extended period of time. But it does look like it's a little, you can see a couple of rust spots where it maybe hasn't been cared for in maybe a couple weeks. Some scratches here and there. Yeah. Or maybe like it hasn't, I would say that like the rust is very minimal. It's just a little, ding here and there. And there are a few scratches on it. And it looks like it might have like been out during like maybe it's a sprinkle of rain. There's a little bit of like condensation on the metal. Yeah, just sitting there. Oh, and also if you roll 12 or above, you would notice a piece of paper grasped tightly in its hand, like a longish piece of paper.
I'm gonna try and see if I can get it out without ripping it, or if I can get it out without having to like pry on the hands.
Oh, without prying on the hand, so you're just kind of like tugging it to see if it comes out?
Yeah, just to see. Not enough to where it tear. Just see if it's loose enough to come out.
Nope.
Zephyr will knock on the Warforge's head.
That's what I was trying to avoid, but sounds great.
She dead.
The Warforged does not respond to the knock.
Because it's not
He
responding
did.
to his knock, I'll try and see if I can open the hands to get the note.
Okay, so make a strength check for me.
So it's not great. 10.
Yeah, you try to open the hand and it does not budge.
Gerbil, come
you
crank
can
open this
feel
hand.
it. I mean, like given that there are joints in the fingers, you
Gerbil's
can
not
feel
very
it
strong
kind of
either.
like, but it hits a certain part where it
Who's
just
forgot.
kind of doesn't give anymore.
Who's the
I'm going
strongest?
to cast detect magic.
Okay.
Can Dribble take an arrow and try like pry finger? Like,
Sure.
try
Sure.
to-
Make a dexterity check for me.
Yes, that's what I was shooting for.
Your detect magic, Renarius.
Ooh, 9.
I mean,
I stab my head.
the Warforged. Okay, give me 1 second. The Warforged for Renarius. The Warforged has magic that helps it to move. So it does glow a little bit, but nothing peculiar. Gerbil, you said you rolled a 9 for the strength check? I mean, for the dexterity check?
Yeah.
So I would say that you're able to get the arrow, if you, you're able to get the arrow kind of lodged in there. Did you want to try a strength check to see if you can try to pry?
Yeah.
She dead.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, make the strength check, please.
Hey, 17.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're able to get the. You're able to get it. You don't do it to the point to where it breaks the fingers, but to to where you can tell that the piece of paper is loose and you can pull it out.
I do so.
Okay. Do you open it? It's kind of scrolled. It's kind of rolled up.
Sure, we'll look at everyone and then open it up.
Okay. You would recognize this as a fair flyer from Trindalag, specifically for the Nakliak. The Naklikia. It's something like that. I don't remember how I pronounced it before. The night, the festival of the night.
I'll
Like the festival we were just at.
In Trindalag, yes.
Yeah, I'll flip it around and like, yeah.
Well, that looks familiar.
Well, I mean, Trindalog's not very close.
The flyer the paper is torn in a couple of places. It looks very dirty. Almost as if it has been outside for maybe a week.
Do you share that with us, Gerbil?
Yeah, I flipped it around and showed it to everybody.
Tegan will say, well, that's not... The only thing I can think of is Zelthuro was coming through here.
Yeah, but
She was the only
I mentioned this, I think, last session, but not all of you were here. I came here with
John.
John, thank you. I was trying to remember if it was John or Chris. John, from there like a week ago.
can Gerbil check the Warforged feet, see if there's muddy footprints on his feet or whatever?
Yeah, give me another perception check.
Yeah, let's see if it's good. It probably won't be. It's a 7.
Yeah, I mean, you look at his feet. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it looks
Their
like
feet.
it's been, it looks like it's walked around some.
You didn't plan this out.
Did you? But even if, I mean, yes, Zelfsora was, she was coming through this way, but I mean, she only left after the festival. Why would there be a flyer that's an old flyer for the festival that's now over?
Yes.
Zephyr's like writing furiously on a little piece of paper.
All I'm saying is the only person we knew... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take it from Zephyr.
It basically just says maybe some temporal turbulence on the way back from Dem Glen.
But I mean, we did have a... Wait. What?
And we didn't see any Warforges when we were there, right?
When you were there, where? In Trindalag?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It looks like... Doesn't it look like one of the
Wait.
ones guarded the gate at Fairweather?
Would this leave footprints that would cause any kind of magical residue?
You can
Am
try
I
to make
seeing-
you can try to
I
make...
don't. I'm asking the magic person. in this
Okay,
situation,
all right.
Because I wouldn't know.
I mean, my detect magic is still up. Does anything remind me of those?
No, you don't. If you look at the feet with the detect magic, no, you don't see any magical residue.
Worth a shot.
Yeah.
Tegan will do a quick little sweep of the area looking for footprints to see anything besides Warforged footprints and little kid footprints, little gnome children footprints.
Okay, make
But
a
also-
survival check.
Survival? Okay.
I think that's what you do for footprints. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just 18 plus 2, 20.
Okay. Yeah, you do see the small gnomish footprints from the children, you would assume. And you do see the Warforged footprints that seem to lead off outside of the East Forest. Other than that, though, you don't see any other footprints
Okay.
other than your own.
So the Warforged footprints go further east.
Yes, outside on the past the outskirt of the forest. Kind of because you do have, I think, like a small mountain right there. It does kind of stay towards that and doesn't go out like in the open too much. So it's hugging the mountainside.
You know what? I will track the footprints while keeping the party and the Warforged in sight. In other words, if I get far enough where they're not going to be in sight anymore, I'll stop.
Yeah, if you follow the footprints, I'll say with your survival check before, you would get to where it is. They stay hugging the mountain and like some trees that kind of try. It seems like maybe it was trying to stay with your stealth proficiency. You'd probably kind of recognize that it was probably trying to stay out of sight because it was hugging that mountain, kind of staying in the trees. It does lead, though, out of sight from the Warforged and the rest of the party.
Okay.
Because you have kind of a curve to the mountain.
Does any of this look familiar to the angle at which I came to Mossvale when I came with John?
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah, and then plus it was nighttime then, so it'd be kind of hard to place.
Okay.
All right.
While my detect match is still up, I do want to just do a sweep of the area, just a cursory walk around.
Sure. Yeah, say that does anyone want to do anything while he's walking around, looking around the area? Rhaenyra's... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I maybe would look at just it more detailed to see if I notice anything odd or off about it.
Okay. More
that wouldn't normally
at the
be that way.
Warforged?
Yeah, the Warforged.
Okay. Rhaenyra's, you look around with the detect magic, and how far out are you going, Rhaenyra's?
If I saw Tegan followed the trail for a little bit, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I'd probably follow Tegan if I saw him looking, along I probably wouldn't go into like brush or anything, but along whatever walkway was.
As you near the edge, you're following Tegan, so you're nearing the edge of the forest. You and Tegan both make perception checks for me. Wren, make it. I guess make it just a general investigation check for me, please.
16 on perception.
Okay.
13.
Six.
Okay. Rhaenyra's, as you near the edge of the forest. Now this is, you're about maybe about 20 feet from the Warforged right now. So this isn't this isn't extremely close to the Warforged, but you do find what looks like maybe some dried blood on the ground, just a few drops here and there. Wren, with that investigation check, you don't see anything, other than what I've already people have already pointed out. You don't see anything else.
And I'm going to point out the blood to Tegan.
Okay, I will check out the blood. It's
taste
blood,
it.
So.
How are you checking it out?
Is it fresh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure. Why not?
Are you seeing if it's? What are you doing?
I'm gonna put a couple fingers in it, just give it a little.
Okay, well,
rub
Well, it's
test.
dried blood.
Yeah.
Did you
just
say
to
it's travel?
test for consistent. How fresh, old.
Make an intelligence check for me.
I just
Okay.
imagine Gerbil looks over, just sees Tegan like handful of dirt.
Yeah, he's about
Just pulls out. Tegan pulls out rubber gloves, a kit, a little
Oh,
swab, a 7.
Okay. I mean, it looks like blood to you. It doesn't look
Okay.
like it was made in the past 24 hours.
Okay, fair enough. I will. Well, where was it? Well, I don't want to shout, so I'll clutch my pendant and tell everyone. Rhaenyra and I found some blood. Trail continues up along the mountainside. If I don't think Warforged bleed, so it may be worth investigating a little further.
It's weird. We haven't actually tried these wings, these keys. That was weird. All right, I'll go over to.
I'll head over that way.
While we're Gerbil's just gonna like inspect the flyer, see if there's anything like written on it. It's like if it's just a flyer. So
Nothing's written on it, but again, it looks like it's been out, like if you leave a piece of paper like outside for like a week. Like there's dirt on it.
okay.
There's you pieces of it, or there's a couple of places that are torn. The edges are frayed. It looks, it's a little stained with
Okay.
like mud.
All right. All right.
So, are you guys coming up to Rhaenyra and I, or are you staying back? Or?
I said I was heading over to you.
Oh, okay. So I will, when you get over, I will point out the continuing trail of Warforged prints,
Okay.
just so you can get a look at them.
So you're following them.
For.
You're following them until where they lead.
Okay.
It means that what you're doing.
If everybody's coming, yeah.
I mean, yeah, might as well follow it. You're welcome.
All right.
I guess I trust your judgment.
Okay, so Wren and Tegan leading, and whoever else wants to follow. You follow these Warforged footprints again that kind of like hug the mountainside. It's kind of stay in this kind of like little path of trees, and that lead to a very small alcove in the side of the mountain that's not very big. It is literally, if you put your head in, like maybe 3 of you or maybe 4 of you could sit inside this little alcove. But inside you do see, it looks like maybe a half let's see, what would be in there. You would see like maybe a rag in there, along with it looks like things have been disturbed. Like there's nothing living in here, but that's where the footprints lead to. There are a few footprints, if you continue to follow them, that kind of like looks like it entered in there and then like came back out. But the ones that enter into that little alcove are a lot older and worn than the ones that came out and went towards the forest.
But there's nothing in there, right?
No, other than just like a rag and a couple. It's
A rag?
Yeah, just a rag.
Blood on the rag?
Are you looking at the rag?
Yes, I will investigate the rag.
Okay, make an investigation check on the rag, please.
Again, rubber gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 8 plus investigation, 8 plus big 0, so that's an 8.
Okay. Yeah, no blood on it. It just looks dirty, maybe a little greasy. Like oil or something's on it.
Okay, I'll report my findings to the group.
Okay.
Continue on, I guess, to the fresher tracks.
The fresher tracks
Yes,
are the
so-
ones that lead to the forest. The ones that you followed.
Oh, okay.
Those are the fresher tracks.
All right, so
Follow the less fresh tracks.
follow the less fresh tracks. Let's keep tracking.
Wren, make a intelligence check for me again, please.
So many intelligence checks for me today.
I know.
18.
You would know that, like, as you're following these older tracks and they start to disappear, you would know that you're kind of going, probably going towards that eastern area, like towards that eastern shoreline. You know, there's nothing in like the immediate area.
Gotcha.
But these tracks, Tegan, just kind of start to disappear. I mean, they kind of maybe lead across. Let me pull up a map here really quick. It looks like that they might lead towards like a mountainside that's across a field, that leads more east there. But I mean, there's no like it's not leading towards like you don't see anything over there that it would be coming from other than just more forest and more mountain. And then once they get to the field part, it's mostly like you see some like other tracks as well, like this. And Wren, you would know that like sometimes people like travel in between in this area, so the tracks kind of wear out.
All right, sorry guys, the trail goes cold here. Head back to the Warforged, I guess.
Yeah. I don't really know Warforged very much. So is it, for those of you that maybe know them, is it dead? Is it going to come back alive?
He dead.
I mean,
Did everyone follow Tegan, or did anyone stay back with the Warforged?
I followed Deacon.
I followed you.
We come back and Mossvale's on fire.
Okay.
No Warforged.
Bugbears
Uh,
everywhere.
Yeah, that's yeah.
It's like all those
Hate your
horror.
family tree.
So what are you guys doing?
I think we're heading back towards
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, head back
all right.
to the Warforged.
Heading back to the Warforged. Warforged is still there, sitting against a tree.
Where's
All right.
Bobby?
I'm tired, guys. I need to go to the bathroom.
And with that, we'll take our
Pick a
bio
tree.
break. As Silvra, complains about going to the bathroom. All right, for those watching, we take an 8 to 10 minute bio break. So stay tuned, stay where you're at, or go and grab a snack yourself, and we will be right back.
Where's Bobby?
Bobby's dead.
Oh no. He's on the milk jug.
Mics are hot.
glad nobody saw my camera because I just smacked myself in the face with my headphones. It was great.
Tune in Monday nights for Forsaken CSI.
Jonathan, your comment in chat about the button unraveling, or the piece of thread that was connected to the button unraveling via the man's code is great.
That's exactly what I pictured. Unless he had a knife or something, it's like it had that exact same. There's just one little piece of thread. It's just caught on something.
Yeah.
Actually, that happened to this little throw rug we have. I was vacuuming it the other day, and like somehow a thread in the middle of the carpet got loose, and like I just pulled the vacuum back, and it was like a whole line just went,
Oh no.
and I was like, oh, good thing it was a cheap little throw rug.
Oh no. That's what y'all decided on, Gerbil.
That's okay. Yeah, I was about because I
that's
feel
what
like
y'all decide. That's what y'all. Yeah, that's what y'all were talking about last week. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Because I don't know.
That was the conclusion that
yeah
the team came to.
Oh no! Now the way you said that makes me think we're all wrong.
You don't know, man. You don't know. You don't know, man. You don't know.
Either way, I'm just thinking we're having a hard enough time with regular time because some people would, like, we're throwing it in a time warp thing. No, let's just not. It's not. Oh gosh, I don't. I don't know. I'm getting vibes from Steph that it's like we are staring at this thing for much longer than she anticipated. I feel like
She put it there.
she knows us.
Where's Wineda? We must find her. Scour the forest.
Okay, but it's like, okay,
You guys haven't
what
really.
do we know?
You haven't talked about Wineda though. I mean, you guys have
But-
talked about it in Zoom chat, but
I don't technically know.
I
Wineda,
know,
yeah,
I
so-
know, yeah.
It's okay. But it's like it's a fair. Well, it looks like a Warforged we've seen. At fair. It doesn't have like Fairweather branding on it.
Well, that's my next step.
No, but you don't remember the Warforged having Fairweather branding on it.
It's generic Costco.
I mean, but it
Warforged.
looks like that style. I mean, there was a specific style to the Warforged that you saw in
Okay.
Fairweather. That maybe you had seen in books.
Let's go to Fairweather and kill every Warforged we see. That's what I get.
I mean,
out of
that's
this.
one answer. Sure. 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 I mean, yeah, you can do that. That sounds like a great time. Let's all go to Fairweather. Absolutely. Hopefully you all have backup characters.
I didn't get
Yeah, they would be
that.
so happy to see us.
I mean, you don't
I have-
know.
I have-
Maybe things are different now. It has
Yeah,
been
it could-
what? You guys decide a week?
Yeah, could be. We could have had a total regime change, a total
Uh-huh.
overthrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Certain practices could be very outdated.
Yeah.
all we know-
you never know.
For
You
all
just
we
never
know, when we saw, well, who we think might have been Phillip probably ran to Rinka and was like, "Hey, can I get free tuition now? If I sell out all these people you put on."
Alright, I might go ahead and go live and just let Melissa get back when she can.
A couple boring things to do.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, 3, 2, 1, and we are back. All right.
Wineda!
So y'all made your way back to the Warforged. It's still sitting against the tree. What are you up to? Why does it do that for?
Hey, you remember that Wineda?
Tegan's going to have another hard look at that blood. And is there a trail leading away? A blood trail? Because
No. The blood. I tried to explain this properly. The blood was about 20 feet away, and it's not leading to the Warforged. It's separate from the Warforged, and it's only like a few drops here, like just in that little area.
Okay, so all right.
Maybe a little bit against a tree, but mostly just a few drops on the ground. But it does seem concentrated in one area, though.
Oh,
Dribble, did you say that in front of the Warforged?
oh, the Wineda thing?
Yeah.
Does anyone remember?
I was going to do that.
It was just.
Go ahead, say
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Sure.
I would have said that out loud. Like, do you think, we should try to, find Wineda? Or remember her? Didn't she build a Warforged?
And she was in Bornheim, too.
Everyone
so.
make perception checks that are in this area, please.
Oh, great. I fell into the trap. We just, that was the keyword now. All these
21.
things are good.
14.
13.
9? That seems to be the number of the
14.
night.
All right. Everyone with a 14 or above would notice the Warforge's eyes light up.
Oh, the password.
I think, I mean, oh no, she's in Bornheim. We probably shouldn't go in there just to find hers.
The head
Well,
shifts
Rude.
Woo.
and
Look.
looks.
Could be from her, from Bornheim, leaving
Hello?
when the battle happened.
Hello,
Oh.
hello.
Oh, it's moving.
Niner.
No. Mm.
The Warforged
I-
will kind of try to push itself to its feet.
Do I help it up? Do I help it up? Do I help it up?
No, it's on its feet already by the time that you
Oh,
get done
okay.
asking that
Never mind.
question.
Do I kill it? Do I kill it?
No.
It seems to
Not
Rude.
kind
facts
of
first.
it seems to kind of have a hand on the tree as if maybe to help support itself a bit. And it just kind of looks around and are you still holding the paper in your hand, Dribble?
Yes.
It will notice the paper in your hand and look back up to you.
Hello.
Orc.
No, Bugbear.
There were orcs at that place though, where the festival.
Oh, yes, there was a bunch of orcs at Trindelog.
Orc.
You were trying. Orc.
Name?
Bugbears.
Bugbears. Orc. Zelthura? No. Well, wait. We said Wineda and you turned online. Wineda?
Turned online. It's not connected to the internet. I'm sorry.
Connected on the line.
I don't think they get a Wi-Fi signal out here.
You see, for those looking at the Warforged, you'll see that its eyes seem to, glowing, and it seems to be operational. The eyes kind of dim here and there, and kind of go back to glowing, but they dim occasionally. And the Warforged points at you, Bugbear,
Yes.
Yes, he's a bugbear.
and then at the paper, Orc. Wineda.
Oh, Wineda. Wineda gave you this to give to Bugbear, tell of Orc.
Wrong.
Okay.
Here we go.
We're good.
Did
Sounds
Wineda
like
did Wineda send you?
Words.
Did Wineda send you?
Is it a film?
Correct.
Oh, to find.
Incorrect.
No.
Incorrect.
Rude.
Was Wineda
No.
Wineda trapped? Is she captured?
No.
Is Wineda your master?
Echo.
Wasn't
Echo?
that the
Village?
that village you mentioned?
Echo.
Wineda is an echo.
Correct.
There you go. Bingo.
Ding, 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 ding,
On the
ding.
nose.
On the nosy. Orc
Were
name.
you trying to find us?
You'll see it's silent for a couple of seconds. Correct. Incorrect.
Okay.
Like mastermind the game.
Gimbal.
Gimbal.
Orc
Zephyr
name?
literally says
Yeah.
that, like the question mark.
No.
It's because the mirror thing.
Were you trying to find this village?
Incorrect.
Are you coming from that village?
Correct. Incorrect.
Were you attacked?
Correct.
Were
By
you
what?
attacked?
Bugbear.
You were attacked by
No.
bugbears.
Orc. And point
Orc.
the
Attacked by
sheet-
orcs?
The sheet again.
Work.
Were you in Trindalag?
Incorrect.
Okay, just checking. Just seeing if you
Were you
jumped continents.
were you trying to get to Trindelock?
Incorrect.
Did an orc give you this flyer and tell you about us?
Incorrect.
Okay. Was that one girl that liked you? Was she an orc? I can't remember.
She was half orc.
Okay, close enough.
Found.
Found.
Orc. Bugbear.
Found orc.
Alive?
Correct.
In Bornheim.
Correct.
Were you sent by Wineda to Bornheim?
Correct. Investigate.
You were trying to investigate Bornheim.
Correct.
And you found the flyer with the orc.
Flyer. Correct. Orc.
The
Correct.
orc is in Bornheim.
Correct.
Get better at this.
Man, we're so good at Mastermind, guys.
Zell.
Orc. There's a little bit of a question to this response.
Female.
Correct.
Orc. Okay.
Side quest.
Correct.
How do we
was
help
the-
you?
Good question. Can you take us to Wineda?
Correct.
Do
Echo.
you need to recharge your batteries or anything? You seem a little...
Yes.
Incorrect.
Oh, good.
Resting.
Okay.
Can you walk?
It will stand up straight. Correct.
Can you dance?
What?
Incorrect.
Just checking. Just checking. Because you can dance if you want to, but it's up to you.
A little twist.
Friends don't dance.
And if you don't dance, then
No friend of mine.
Attacked by orc?
incorrect.
Attacked by Bugbear.
Correct.
Did we-
Were you attacked close by?
Bornheim. Investigate.
Yeah.
So you
What-
went inside Bornheim?
Investigate.
Attempt.
Were the Bugbears there first, or were you there and then the Bugbears arrived?
That's those kind of complicated questions for a yes no.
I know.
we're terrible at 20 questions. We're at question 50.
Bugbear. Warforged.
There's Warforged Bugbears.
Is the orc alive?
Correct.
Okay, just checking. We hadn't really established that.
Working.
For the bugbears?
No,
No, as in like she's chained and forced to work. Ooh, this is a delicate answer.
Maybe we rephrase the question.
The Warforged is like,
Spazzing out.
Which
is she in an enslaved worker by the bugbears?
Working.
Is she
For or with?
working for the bugbears?
Captive?
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Whose blood is that? And I motion over towards the blood.
Incorrect.
Did you hurt somebody? Did you hurt?
Incorrect.
Just blood.
Does the blood belong to Orc?
I kind of look towards the blood, and I'll walk over to it and
Sure, it's blood.
bend down slowly.
Pull out gloves and
Lick the ground. I'm just kidding.
Inspector Gadget things come out.
Incorrect. It will stand back up and look at the ground.
Bugbear blood?
It will turn back around and kneel back down. It'll stand back up. Incorrect.
Is it
Gnome
is it
blood.
an animal's blood?
It'll turn back around, bend back down.
All right, I think we're.
Incorrect.
Hey, do you know Bobby?
This time it'll stay in the kneeling position at the blood and just look over.
What blood is it?
Gnome?
No.
Oh,
I lost my accent. What blood is it?
French accent. Go for it.
It could be the gnome.
Blood disease.
Oh man.
gnome's
No.
blood. Okay.
Could be Phillip.
True.
Ooh.
I mean, he was.
He was the only active bleeding one that we saw, I doubt, so, you know.
He will.
But we also know he comes outside of.
How would you
Are we
describe
outside?
Yeah, how far
Yeah.
outside of the town are we?
Well, you're. You
the
are.
barrier.
Like, can I see the village from where
If
I'm
you
standing?
followed, if
or-
you followed the Warforged to the edge of the like the Warforged was sitting about 20 feet away from the edge of the forest, on the east side.
Okay.
So you cannot see the town. You can't see your village. There's trees that way.
Got you.
How much,
Warforged will stand back up.
I think we should just.
Ah,
We should go to Echo, right? I mean,
gnome arm?
Maybe it's
Blood?
gnome blood then.
Are you asking something, Tegan? What are you asking?
I will say blood, gnome, arm. Like, did they come from his arm?
It just looks at you.
Right.
Did you see the person who bled there, ever?
Incorrect.
Okay, just checking.
Okay. All right. So that's all right.
I repeat my second question. Do you know Bobby?
It just looks at you.
Okay, just checking. You will.
Okay.
He's a great guy.
okay, no, I think we should. We should.
And then the
head to Echo.
Warforged will say, "No."
No.
Looking at you. Wren.
Yes, Bobby is a gnome. Yeah. Probably not the one that bled right there, but
Correct.
yeah. Oh. Do you know who bled there?
No.
Oh.
Oh,
was
just
saying-
checking.
He was saying correct to the yeah, to the other to the gnome kid or whatever. So
Oh, got you. Yeah.
It's gonna be the next 3 sessions. Let's just
Yeah.
try talking to this Warforged.
it's just standing there looking at you.
Name? Your name? What's your name? Name? What's your name? I'm the Bugbear.
Getting character.
Sorry.
For crying out loud. Son of a lich. Get in character, please. It just looks at you.
Can you take us to Wineda?
Correct.
I think we should do that.
We good with that? Okay.
Yeah, because taking him to Bornheim isn't an option.
Yes. Safely lead us
We will go with
to
you to.
Wineda.
Yes.
I will remind
Please.
you, Wren, that this is going to be like a 2.5 or not. No, wait a minute. How long is it going to be? Like
You said
a like a. Let me see here. Let me pull up the map. This is not. It's not. It's not the long
Half-day
walk that I thought.
adventure.
But
how long did it
um,
take for us to get to Mossvale?
Yeah, it'll take you about a half a day to get to Echo, or yeah, because you do have a little mountain you need to go around. So yeah, you're looking at a good like. You'll probably get there, maybe 4 o'clock.
Okay.
So you have
Oh,
quite
boy.
a few hours of walking.
But why are you reminding me specifically of that?
Because you would know
'cause
that.
you're-
Oh, okay. I was like, does that matter to me specifically?
No, you would know
I'll-
that.
I'll
So-
convey that to everybody.
Okay, just so
Um,
everyone doesn't know that it's just gonna be like a short.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a walk. I'm assuming we're gonna avoid. Well, I guess if we're just following it, I'm going to tell it to follow me for a second, and I want to, if it will. Yes. Can you follow me for a second, sir, machine man?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna walk it to the edge of the forest, but just where I could see the town, but not quite, so it's still a little hidden.
Okay.
Can I see Bobby at his house?
Yes, he is. He is leaning against. He's not at his house exactly, but he is right there where the forest starts on the seaside, leaning against a tree, like bouncing his ball.
Got it. I'm gonna do a little like try and get his attention,
He looks around and he finally catches sight of you.
and I'll like motion him over
You brought the Warforged over, correct?
to where I'm standing. Yes.
Okay. Okay, he will approach very, very slowly.
Which one, Bobby or
Bobby.
the Warforged?
No, Bobby.
Checking.
No, Bobby approaches you very slowly and just kind of like, no, the Warforged is standing there.
Got it. I'm gonna tell you did a great job. This is a good thing. You've actually helped us a lot. We're gonna be able to connect with a friend. A friend made this. This is old Rusty. He was waiting for us. Actually, you did a great thing telling us. I just figured you'd want to see it.
Incorrect.
Classic Rusty. You know what I mean, Bobby?
Classic Rusty.
Oh, no.
Could you make
This is gonna stick. It's
you
gonna stick. Oh,
make a perception check for me, Wren?
Oh, no, if Rusty like punches me in the face or something. Perception, you said?
Yes. Oh, not perception. I'm sorry, a persuasion. I apologize.
Oh, persuasion,
Yes.
even better. That is 22.
Okay.
Oh my! Oh, I was secretly hoping that I was persuading Rusty to go by
No.
Rusty for the rest of his life.
No. Persuading Bobby not to like be
Yeah.
like.
Well, I don't. And again, I'm
like
not telling him
Wren's
to get
working
super
for
close.
the metal man.
Yeah.
Rin
But
is.
you did it. You did a great job. And because of that, and you're such a good part of our team that we don't have a name for, so I can't like say you're part of some. I'm trying to see if I have any cool little trinket I can give him as an award. Where's my stuff? Equipment. I give him the jar of a magic sand. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh gosh.
That will have no consequences whatsoever.
Yep.
Let me
Yep,
doom
yep,
you
yep.
to death. Sure and
I
certain
love-
here, child.
I love that y'all just keep inventing BBGs. It's great. Please continue to do so.
I'm telling you.
Oh,
this
man, I
thing
don't
is
have
just gonna be a
anything
crowd
cool.
of people we've met. At the
Money
very
is
end of the
always
campaign.
good.
That's true. Money is good, but then I gotta give him money. I'll give him. I'll give him like
You should have kept that button.
10 copper coins and say you were awesome, Bobby. I
He's
won't
a
forget
He'll
you.
put it in his pocket really quick and just kind of, he's still kind of looking at the Warforged. So it's not mean. Is it going to kill you?
Rusty, are you mean?
Incorrect.
See, he's great.
That means no.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I could help. I'm glad I could help. Maybe I'll see you like traveling. You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, don't travel till you're older though. Like, wait till you learn
Oh.
some skills. Probably work out a little bit. Let's be honest. You know.
Okay. All right.
No.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm stronger than I look, and he'll
I
like.
see it in you, Bobby. Trust me, I do.
It's there. It's just.
You just gotta, maybe go talk to Charlie and see if you can like do some blacksmithing work.
Okay.
And
All
eat
right.
5 dozen eggs a day, bulk up, get ready for the fight.
5 dozen eggs. Oh.
Yep,
Okay.
write that down.
All right. I'll have to get some chickens, and okay, I'll go and talk to Charlie.
Perfect.
And
I'm gonna check in on you, Bobby.
okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. I won't let you down, Wren.
I know you won't. Thanks, man.
Thanks, man. And you'll kind of
Exactly.
like turn around, like try to be cool. Yeah. Probably like trip over his ball as he like before picking it up and like.
I gotta make a note that I need to follow up on Bobby now.
my
It seems I've shaped his life forever now.
I gotta make a note that Bobby's in this town.
Bobby. Bobby, remember that.
Big bad Bobby.
Great job, Rusty. Nailed it.
Bobby's gonna turn into Gaston. You 5 dozen eggs.
Classic Rusty.
Classic Rusty. Okay, Rusty, we can go to Wineda now.
Correct.
On the road to Echo.
Rusty, do you mind I call you Rusty?
Correct.
Perfect.
Oh no.
Yes, I
Yes.
mind.
We should have had a conversation about naming things.
All right. So the group gets back together, and y'all head out. Y'all follow Rusty to
Yep.
go to Echo.
Well, let's assume where we're going, but
Great.
Yes.
Wonderful.
On the road again.
I am so glad. Okay. All right. Cool.
As this was not what she planned.
Cool. This is fine. This is fine.
no, we're supposed to storm into a city full of bugbears.
We don't follow
Gosh.
main quests, side quests forever.
Yeah. I mean, why not? Why not? All right. So yeah, y'all.
Side quest identified.
We talked to Gimble for 5 seconds, and even subconsciously we're like, side quest?
Locked on.
Yeah. So y'all follow the Warforged, Rusty the Warforged. Okay, let me just write that down really
Oh.
quick.
Yeah,
It's so...
it's canon.
Okay, so yeah, it's a good Rusty just keeps walking. If you want to take any breaks, you'll have to tell him. You don't have to roleplay that, but and it takes about probably it takes about a good probably 3 hours, 3.5, close to 4 to get even close to that northeast shore. Are we keeping an eye out on things as we're walking?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so anyone
It's a
keeping,
bugbear army. Who cares?
anyone
It's gonna
keeping
be
an eye out, make some perception checks for me, please.
fine. 14.
Okay.
12.
Wait, maybe my
12.
perception's higher than I remember.
14.
No, I was right. Oh no, I lied. 16.
20, I think.
Nice.
Okay. All right.
16.
Okay, cool. Also of note, as you're traveling, as you start getting farther away from Mossvale, you feel that sort of hotness from your pendants again. It's not quite as hot as it was before when you were close to Bornheim. But the pendants around your neck kind of feel hot against your skin, unless you're wearing plate mail, of course. But even then, if the metal from the chain or from the pendant is touching you or any kind of just cloth at all, you would feel that warmth.
P.S. We also felt that around Phillip. We forgot to mention that too.
Oh, that's where we felt it. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
That might have been important information for y'all to know. Sorry.
Yeah, so so you feel that anyone with a 17 or above
Oh,
would definitely feel like that they're being watched. And Rhaenyra, did anyone get above 20 other than Rhaenyra? Rhaenyra, you would not only feel that kind of like you're being watched, but also that you're being followed. As the Warforged marches ahead of you.
I will grip my key and think that.
Oof. It's hot. Not scorching, but it is warm in your touch.
Do I have to hold it to use it?
Yes.
you have to push it against your
Okay.
face.
So yes.
Yes.
Your forehead, you have to leave it in
Yes,
print.
Aurelius did say to hold it to hold it to use it, correct.
So I will do that.
Okay. What are you doing?
Telepathically, I'll just say,
Okay.
I think we're being followed.
Tegan will, get alert and
The group that hears him say that you before when Tegan, because Tegan, you used this back at the Warforged, correct, where you found Rusty? Those of you who heard that before, it feels a little different now. It feels it kind of gives you just a very slight headache.
Do I also feel that headache?
No, you do not, because you're sending the message.
All right.
this could be the end of me. I'm gonna try it though.
Sure.
All right.
So I would
Get it-
say around this point in the traveling, just to give you an idea of where you are, you're about probably halfway there. You have just kind of like went around this this group of hills. So you're kind of like, fishtailed around that, and are going kind of back across a field, a very long field. There, you have a little bit of forest to your right. Rhaenyra, I would say, being extra perceptive, you might notice a little bit of movement in the forest.
And you said that when we heard the message before, we didn't feel that?
Correct. It feels different. It feels you get like a little, like almost like how if you eat ice cream really fast or something cold really fast. It's not quite like a lingering headache, but it's that little like pain in your brain.
Quick, yeah.
I want to position my owl a little closer to the forest and give it a closer look.
Okay. So you call out your owl, and you have your owl kind of fly over in that direction. Make a perception check for your owl, please.
How have we already named the Warforged and not the owl?
Good question.
That's a good point.
You didn't have to
That's a good
introduce the
point.
owl to a small child,
Also a good point.
19 on that perception.
Okay.
Nice.
The owl sees skirting beneath the one you see too, skirting kind of in between some trees there. Looking like it's trying to be as stealthy as possible. Oh, well. You see a little bit of movement, and then it disappears. Like you see it kind of dart from one tree to another, and then the owl kind of hovers there for a bit to see where it moves again. You don't see it moving again.
It's jumping from tree to tree, or it's like hiding.
No, it's just hiding. It's just it's on the ground. It's not. Yeah, it's just kind of going from one tree to the on the ground, kind of very quickly moving from one tree to the next, hiding from sight. It moves 2 or 3 trees, and then the owl kind of like flaps its wings and floats there for a bit, and it doesn't see anything else move.
I'm going to grip the key and send another message to everyone. There's something in the woods over there, but I don't know where it is. I don't know where it's gone.
Gerbil will
Rhaenyra, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Yes.
we all dropped.
19.
Okay. Suddenly, you, for an unknown reason, you think about Kring's spellbook. Think about the scribbling in it, the pages that you flip through, the descriptions of you in there. Just kind of all flood your mind really quick, and then it kind of goes away.
Noted.
Yeah, your owl still doesn't see anything.
All right, I'll send them back over towards our party.
Okay.
Gerbil will kind of take the key.
I will
Enter.
motion to the direction that
Yeah.
I.
Should the stealthy ones go check it out?
Give me a Tegan will hold his and reply back. Give me a second. On the you said the forest was on the right, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So on the left-hand side of this path we're walking on, is there any place for me that I can see to sort of like quickly duck into?
No, the left side is more field, so it's a little more open. There's a couple
Yeah.
of trees scattered,
I'm afraid
but
of-
you're not really walking on a path. You're just walking on like grass.
Uh,
I'm gonna tell Rusty to hold up and stop walking.
Correct. It will stop and kind of turn.
Tegan, are you going to check it out?
Yeah.
I'll go with you. We can do like a flanking maneuver.
Gerbil's never done it, but Gerbil's very stealthy too.
Yes.
Ah!
Zephyr?
Yes,
You see
Zephyr.
Zephyr waving its
And
wing.
then acting
Wait.
like all
Hand.
sneaky.
You're sneaky.
How tall is the grass in the field
I
we're
know
in?
that-
The ra-
I mean, it's maybe like, I don't know, above your ankle, and that's it. Like,
Oh,
you know.
okay.
I
I
go.
was yeah, I was thinking of like, so just drop down, you know.
Zephyr just rolled a 24 stealth check to just kind of like drop around and
That's what Tegan
the
was
party
gonna do.
and sneak with Tegan.
Okay. All right, Tegan, what is your stealth check? Roll a stealth check for me. If you're going, are you going
Sure.
towards this forest?
Well, here's the
trees?
plan. Let me
Okay,
roll
tell me
this.
your plan.
Okay, 18.
Okay,
Stealth check.
cool.
Instead of like turning
Mm.
right and heading right, Tegan would turn and walk back south like they forgot something.
Okay.
Okay, and a good 50 yards.
Okay.
All right, and then move into the woods, and then come back up north through the woods,
Okay. Triple, what are you doing?
looking for.
Were you being sneaky too? Anyone
well-
being sneaky needs to roll a stealth check, please.
I prematurely rolled it, so I feel like I
yeah,
I
that's
have
fine.
to
What did you get?
go with it. 12.
How far away is
23
that
for me.
tree line?
Okay. What? I'm sorry. What was that, Rhaenyra?
How far away is that tree line?
You, from where you are standing currently, from where everyone kind of stopped, it's about, 30 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll stay with the Warforged.
Okay, so you stay with the Warforged. Dripple, so you roll that stealth check, so what are you doing now? Like, are you following Tegan, or?
I wouldn't follow Tegan. I would try to like kind of crouch down and just
Go towards the
I'm
forest?
trying to like yeah, just kind of like crouch and just kind of just go in the forest where we are at, you know.
Okay. I'll say that as you and Wren, what are you doing?
I'm gonna. So if Tegan's going back and then
Yes.
kind of in,
Yes.
I'm gonna kind of like look at Mags in a way to have her like and with my speak to animals, kind of like get her to run that way and then into the woods, kind of like a dog that gets excited and chases after something. So it looks like I'm trying to chase after her to catch her to stop her.
Make an animal handling check, please.
Oh,
I know.
man, but my stealth was so good.
I know.
Animal handling +3, that's fine. 14.
Okay. Mags kind of, you kind of motion towards the forest and then she'll turn and run towards the forest.
Okay. Now I don't want to go straight towards, like I would, if I would have motioned for her where to run, it wouldn't have been straight at what it was. It would have been kind of up and away, because then the idea is if Tegan's coming one way, I want to come the other way.
Okay, I see what you're saying. And Dribble, you're kind of just going towards the forest.
Yes.
Okay. All right. As
it wasn't that bad.
Roll stealthy.
so
check.
They're never
Zephyr,
gonna see
were
it.
you
It
following?
wasn't that bad.
Was Zephyr following Tegan?
Yeah.
Okay. So as Tegan and Zephyr move towards that kind of right side of the forest, Wren had Mags run towards the left side of that little pocket of forest and goes after her. Gerbil is just kind of like Humpty Dumpty, like, stealthily a little bit
It's officially a word.
up there.
I'm picturing Kronk. Flavors do group, and he's like,
Everyone make a fresh perception check for me, please.
22.
oh my gosh.
17.
7.
15.
Wren, as you are running towards
Uh-oh.
to catch up with Mags.
25.
Oh, 25?
Nice.
So,
Yeah, because I got a nat 20.
Nice.
okay.
Ooh, she sees everything.
So, Wren, as you are running up to catch up with Mags, you notice at the corner of your eye, and Pixrin, were you just kind of standing with the Warforged and Renarius?
Yeah.
Okay. You would see this as well. As Dribble is kind of like trying to sneakily, like, get down with the grass and like crouch up to the forest.
Oh, man.
All of a sudden, appearing beside of him is another bugbear that stabs him in the side.
Oh
Oof.
gosh. Oh gosh.
So Gerbil, you feel
It's
this.
Bobby.
You feel this like harsh sting in your side,
Oh my gosh.
Gerbil, and you feel this kind of hot breath against your ear.
Not sexy.
Traitor.
Oof.
Everyone roll initiative.
I saw it. Oh, okay. Here we go. Now we're talking.
So
Let's get ready to rumble.
yeah, that's just like,
I'm
Let's
guessing
get
I don't get a
ready
surprise
to
attack.
hold your initiative numbers. I'm going to try to switch over here. Okay. So again, to see the map, unfortunately, y'all are going to have to pull up the stream. I apologize. So let's see here. Which one? So I don't really have a sneaky bugbear, so I'm going to use just a regular assassin thing here. And this is the same map as before. I apologize, I didn't have time to make another one, but so we'll say, okay, assassin's right there. Gerbil, Wren. I want to say that you're over here.
I yell at Gerbil. Does he have magic feet? Would he have left some trail?
And oh wow.
Does he know Bobby?
Does he know Bobby?
All right, so the map's a little small. I apologize. I'm going to try to fit everyone in here.
Bobby was working for me the whole time.
Tegan, we're going to say you're over here. along with Zephyr, and you are back here with Rhaenyra.
Gonna wait for the map to catch up
Yeah.
because we're on a delay.
Yeah.
Let me refresh to make sure it didn't like.
All right. So
Okay.
the big brown thing is the mean bugbear.
No, this is. I don't have a. I don't
The
have
bugbear.
I don't have a sneaky bugbear, so this right here, that
Okay.
is the bad guy that
Okay, so
went
the
to
big-
stab. That Silvera and Wren are the only people. They're the two people that saw it. I stab Gerbil in the side. Gerbil kind of like doubles over a bit, and it kind of whispers something in his ear.
Okay.
So I am going to.
Am I the green guy on the bottom?
You are the green guy, yes. Pixrin, you are red. Rhaenyra is this one, so Pixrin, you're right here. Rhaenyra is right here. Zephyr is right there. We'll kind of move you guys over. And you're right here.
So Rhaenyra is white.
Yes, Rhaenyra is white. Pixrin is red. Zephyr is purple. Tegan is black. Gerbil is brown. And Wren is green.
Is there a Mags token or no?
There is! Let me just pull up everything. I wasn't quite sure that we would.
This,
Oh, and anyone who rolled, I'll just say anyone looking at this now who looked towards the bugbear that's attacking Gerbil, you would notice that the clothing, I mean, it's very, he is wearing some light leather armor, but also wearing what looks like a wolf pelt or two. All right, so let me just pull
Bugbear
this.
style's
Yeah.
just gone down
Uh,
the tube since I left.
Okay, I think
Day
this is the
doesn't
one.
sew.
Let me just give me 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry. Images.
Let's
Okay.
hope it's not Shanad.
I guess this is this. I guess this is.
Whoa,
the one I'm going
that got a lot darker than I.
with. All right.
Hey, this
So-
is your demon.
How many bugbears are there? God.
So initiative order. Ren, what did you get?
20.
And Pixrin
15.
and Gerbil.
6.
That makes sense because
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
that makes
you got
sense.
A knife
Yep.
Got a knife sticking out. Right.
Ow, ow, ow.
And, Zephyr
19.
Nice.
18 and Tegan
23.
So I'm 4.
and Rhaenyra.
13.
Okay. All right, kids. All right. So I'm going to, let's see. I wrote for him where he would hit in here. It's like 19. Right there. Okay. Now, this bugbear does look, he looks more roguish than like a fighter type. Obviously by the sneaking that he was doing. A little bit thinner and a little bit lighter on his feet than most bugbears that you've seen. All right, so first is Tegan. How are you responding?
Okay.
Please don't accidentally hit me.
Okay.
They all look the same.
Oh no.
Called war.
All right. Since I question for clarity, since I was sneaking,
Yes.
he doesn't know I'm there. So if
I would say that
should-
yeah, you can you probably by the time that this happened, you had reached like the tree line, so you could say you and Zephyr were both stealth in the tree line. So
Okay. So I will pull out the longbow, and seeing as he already, I just want to see. I have an assassin. If I'm sneaking, I have advantage on attack rolls, and any creature that hasn't taken a turn yet in combat, any hit you score against that creature is considered a critical hit.
technically, it kind of has taken a hit. It's already
Okay, that's why I
attacked in
wanted to ask.
combat. So
That's
yeah.
why I wanted to ask. Okay. All right, so I still get advantage on the attack.
Okay.
Let's see. Longbow. Rolled a 14 and an 18, so 18 plus 6, 24.
That hits.
All right, and now the damage. 1d8
Come on,
plus
one
4.
shot him. One shot him, T.
And the sneak attack. Okay, 1d8 plus 4. Where's my d8? 4 plus 4 is 8, and now the sneak attack. 15 damage.
Okay.
And I will move directly east, so past Zephyr. Like, you know what? It's pretty tight. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, move right. Keep going as far as I can move, 30 feet.
Okay. All right. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so you can move right here.
Okay. And
Now,
bonus
I will
action?
say that puts you out of the tree line.
Oh,
You are out in the open. So do you want to do that? I'm sorry, I didn't make
no,
that clear.
reverse that then. Yeah.
Okay.
And bonus action, hide.
Okay.
So I just roll for that, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
10 plus stealth. 18.
Yeah, you're able to hide back into the trees.
Okay. And that is my turn.
All right, cool. And Wren, you're up next. So you turn around and you see this happening.
Yeah, I'm going to whistle for Mags, do a little,
Okay.
and send her over to him.
All right.
And
that's
she
your
will.
goals.
She will attack him.
Okay.
It's just a straight attack roll, right, for her. Well, she misses. It's a 3 plus whatever, so.
Yes, that does miss.
But does she get advantage when there's someone next to it? Where is it at that says that?
It's flanking, but I think because you're perpendicular, not exactly flanking.
No, it's if I gotta find it. Gains additional damage rolls equal to the range of person not. Where is it now? Sorry, one second.
No, you're okay. You're fine.
Pack tactics. The wolf has advantage on attacks rolls against a creature if at least one of its wolf allies are within 1 feet of the.
Okay.
Well, I guess is it considered a creature? I think it's only creatures, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
I'm a wolf ally.
Then I will take. The bite is attack plus 4 to hit, so 15.
15 to hit?
Yeah.
No, that does not hit.
Okay. So that's Mag's turn.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on it.
All right.
And then I will shoot at it with my short bow.
Okay.
So 21.
That hits.
Then that is.
So let the arrow fly.
12 points of piercing damage.
How do you want to do this?
Wow! Not a strong guy up front.
What?
No.
I wasn't expecting that in the slightest. But I just aim straight for the side of his head.
Okay.
And shoot.
All right. Yeah.
Random
You hit.
badass.
So Gerbil, as you're standing there, kind of like recovering
I
from
still
the
haven't even fully
recovering from
processed
the
what
knife
happened.
wound, you kind of look up and just in time to see this arrow just go right through
I'm gonna say it's like
I-
simultaneous as I'm telling Mags what to do, like mid whistle, whoom, and let it go and just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is very quick. Happens before you even realize it, and so yeah.
I just imagine like I get stabbed. Ah! I turn around. I see Tegan's arrow. Chomp, wolf chomp, and then oh.
Gerbil, make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Constitution saving throw.
Mm-mm.
Aw. I was almost a 17, but it turned into a 7. So 10.
Okay. As you hold this wound, Gerbil, it is stinging. I mean, obviously it's a fresh wound, but you feel a little lightheaded.
I love it when a plan comes together. I don't feel too good. Oh, what was? I should know better than to ask this, but what damage? What was the damage from that?
Oh,
Are you being kind?
well, I was being kind until you asked, but sure.
Ah,
Let's go.
I know better.
Let's
I
do
know
this.
better.
Let's do
I
this.
should have known better.
All right.
Jonathan.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Yep. Yep. We can do this. Sure.
Oh no! Now she's getting all
You
up for
want
it.
you want damage? We'll
now
give
I'm
you
gonna
damage.
die.
10d4.
Okay, that wasn't that bad. That was only 7.
Dribble's dead. No.
So 7 points. But you do. You are feeling. You feel like you have to sit down.
I would slump down. Would I know Bugbear taxes? Would I know that he probably poisoned the knife?
Make an intelligence check for me, sir.
Bugbear intelligence.
As he's doing that,
12.
I'm going to go to Gerbil and attempt to cast Cure Wounds. Because I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
It's been what, like 12 seconds? All of
Like,
it?
everything just went gone. What? God damn it, I didn't even get to use my sword.
Sorry, I was expecting more.
Neither did
I mean, it was just
Tegan
one
will-
bugbear.
Search the body.
Okay. All right. You search the body. Make an investigation check for me, please.
19 plus 0. 19.
You are healed 9.
All right. So Silver's able to heal you a bit there, Gerbil. Tegan, you search through the pockets. You find 10 gold. You also find a piece of leather that has a very familiar symbol on it that you recognize. It's the eye symbol.
Okay.
It has it like burned into the leather.
Upside down.
It's kind of hard to tell because it is kind of
Just rotate it.
yeah, you can just rotate it, but it does seem like that. Yes, it is what you would see as the bad
Chica.
symbol. Like there's a little
Yeah.
bit of a difference in the leather on one side than the other. And yeah, I would say, I mean, you also find an empty glass vial.
Right. Where you had the poison.
Thank you, Victrin.
No papers. No. Okay.
Any buttons?
Sure, there's a straight button in there.
Sure, I'll grab it.
It's Bobby's button. No,
Bobby. Big bad Bobby.
Thank you, everyone.
You okay?
Yeah, yes, Picture healed me up Nice, thank you. I mean, totally perfect plan. Well coordinated. Good job, everybody. Go team, go.
Yes, you
Did you know him, Gerbil?
I look at him. Do I know him?
Make no, you don't recognize him.
screw it. You don't recognize him.
No.
Okay, yeah.
But I mean, we're not that far from Bornheim. I mean, it's not too hard to. I mean, he's from the army. I mean,
I will say that as the here and even standing like close to the body, where your pendants felt warm before, they are now feeling very hot.
Ooh, very hot.
If I walk away from him, does it feel less hot?
How far away are you walking?
I don't know. Far enough to where see if I feel something, but not to where it's like I'm walking like a football field away, but just
Sure. I
we'll
mean,
say.
if you walk 30 feet, it would start to feel less hot. Yes.
Okay.
Negative side effects.
Gerbil, you can probably stand to your feet, but you still feel very weak. Do you stand to your feet?
yeah, I would have got up.
Roll a d4,
everyone.
please.
Oh gosh. D4.
In that case, maybe you didn't stand up.
I know, right? 3.
You suffer 3 points of damage.
Does cure wounds not do heal the?
No, it just heals your HP.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's dumb.
Yes.
All right, so you have this dead bugbear assassin body on the ground about 10 feet from you.
Oh, I forget. Actually, wait. I mean, I know it's poison, right? Like, we know it's poison,
It
right?
seems like poison. I mean, with your
Okay.
past Gerbo, I would say that you probably, or you would assume that this seems like poison. Yes.
Okay. Yes, it's poison. I'm gonna sit back down.
I don't know anything about poisons. I haven't studied them. I don't think I'm any use to you. Do you think you'll be okay? Have you been poisoned before?
I can go either way.
Slow words.
Warforged. Rusty.
Correct.
Rusty. Carrie. Gerbil.
The Warforged kind of looks down at Gerbil, or looks at Gerbil, and
Finish him.
all right. So
We gotta get back so we can get back quickly.
the Warforged will start to slowly approach you, Gerbil, like testing to make sure that you're not going to like attack it, and then just kind of start like trying to put you over it, like he'll bend down and try
Like
to put you
Fireman
over
Gary.
its shoulder. I don't even know. Oh, yeah. As soon as it starts to raise up, it automatically, like, almost crumples back down to the ground. And Gerbil, you go, like, just kind of, like, back first onto the ground.
I think I'll just lay here a while. I mean,
The Warforged will stand and look at you, Pixarin. Incorrect.
I think this is a good, place for camp. It's almost nighttime. What? It's like
Don't
like
fall
2 in the
asleep.
afternoon.
Just go over there and start like shaking Gerbil.
Would
Don't
Tegan
fall
know?
Side
asleep.
effects.
Steph, considering Tegan's background and his
Yeah.
profession, would he
Suck out the
not-
poison.
No, but he would know what would help with a cure for the poison.
Oh wait, no, Pixar had healed the wound. You can't suck out the poison.
Wow.
Yeah, make an intelligence check. Tegan with
That-
advantage, please.
You just
I'm
walked
going
into
to
so
start
many kills.
casting a spell.
Could have made for very interesting matter.
I'm gonna mute
20.
myself now.
30, 20. Nobody's
Okay.
sucking anything.
While this is all going on, I'm walking back and forth just in a line, feeling the difference, heat changing back and forth with the key.
I mean, you would know that. I mean, okay, so Wren, you would kind of, by deduction, it seems to be coming from the body. I mean, from the
Yeah.
assassin, because it's in this circle around it, about 20 feet. But as you get closer to, like, that's where it starts feeling like it felt before you know, when you were just walking. But it starts getting hotter when you get into that 20-foot and closer range. Yes, Tegan, you would know that. I mean, there are spells that can help with curing poison. There are potions that can help with curing poison. I mean, other than a healer, you know, or if
Echo
someone
might have.
or someone has the potion, or has another way to do it with them, then
Right. Okay. So we
Casting Tensor's floating disc has a ritual.
oh, you
Nice.
cast Cincher's floating disc.
Yes.
Okay.
No, no, not that. No.
All right, so Gerbil, you see this floating disc that you can, or you don't see it. It's invisible, right?
It's sort of visible, I think.
So you might have to like show him where it's at.
Yeah. You've done this before. You can you can do it again.
Yeah, I'll purposely use Redarius as like, just make Redarius help me out. Just like, get up, go to the floating disc, and just boom. Just onto
Roll a d4, Gerbil.
Yep.
While this is happening, I've now like laid down on top of the dead bugbear, like just to see if the thing gets real hot.
For
Rude.
It feels no hotter laying
Tegan will
on
be
top
like,
of it.
yo.
It
we
feels
don't
no
do that
hotter
sort of thing.
laying on top of it as it does just standing beside the body.
Okay, I'm just checking. I'm just checking all things.
why,
Sure.
This is just science,
Why-
guys.
Sure.
Just testing it all.
Sure.
why is the
Tegan's gonna
gnome
give him a
spooning the
look.
dead bugbear? What
don't
is
do that.
happening?
I'm just doing science.
Sure you are. Okay.
Is that what the kids?
We have an hour before this disc dissipates. We should
Get
move.
moving.
I rolled a 4. Is that 4 damage or 4 healing?
Oh, that's yeah, you take 4 points of damage. Sorry.
Yeah, we gotta get back up.
Rusty, we can continue at maybe a quicker pace.
Correct. And it will turn and just start walking about half as fast as it was before. So yeah, it's hitting it pretty hard. All right.
I'm gonna jump on the disc with Gerbil.
Oh wow.
Well, I guess no, I'm not going to at this point. I might actually try and sit on Mags at this point because I got little legs. I'm not gonna be able to keep up with that speed.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Mags will allow you to sit on her, and
Sweet.
yeah. She won't be able to run, but she can walk.
Oh.
You know, you might kind of trail, not trail behind too far, but you'll be in the back of the group.
But she's moving faster than what I would if I was like trying to.
Yeah, a
keep
little
up.
bit, a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So y'all are following Rusty. And you travel across the. Gosh, I'm
Classic.
having to go through like.
Classic.
Going through across this like this wide field over towards another you kind of pass another small patch of a forest like the side of a mountain and as you kind of hit that kind of like the mountainside to your left that kind of towers above, it's a huge mountain, and as you kind of crest this little hill you see this very quaint and very small, but maybe a little bit larger than Mossvale, town on the coast by the ocean. Rusty will stop and turn to you. Wineda.
Is this where you stop?
Rusty will point not towards the town, but kind of well, no, let's see. Yeah. No. Never mind. Incorrect. Rusty will point towards the town and just look back to the group, Wineda, and then turn and start walking into the town or towards the town.
Radar.
All right, we'll follow.
Okay. All right. So I would say as y'all are cresting this hill and kind of walking into this small town with you see some piers, you see some docks, some few small boats at the docks, because you're kind of getting kind of a higher advantage than where the town sits at sea level. And you see all these different little houses, a couple of businesses, and then again that kind of like huge mountain that's to the left of it. And I would say that's where we'll call tonight's session. All right. So next week y'all will be going into Echo.
That was eventful.
All right. Okay. So, chat, thank you so much for hanging out. Players, thank you so much. You were amazing. As always. Let me try to go into our schedule. You've been watching The Forsaken, which is every Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Here on Madbird Streams, we have a bunch of D&D content all throughout the week. Mondays, Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, we have D&D 5e content at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And then on Saturdays, at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we have Tower of Dreams, which Andrew DMs. Which is a fun time. Fridays at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, you have Mad Art with Steph. That Steph, do some mad art that you can vote on in our Discord channel. So if you're not part of that, you should be. And we haven't done voting for a bit. I'm not sure we'll do voting this week, honestly, because we do have a lot of backlog. But when I get some of that backlog taken care of, there will be some voting on our next pieces in there. Also on Sundays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, we have Madbird Plays that's hosted by Victoria, where peeps around the Madbird community get together to play Tabletop Simulator or Jackbox games, which is a lot of fun as well. We also just launched our Patreon, so here at Madbird Streams. So if you're looking a way to support Madbird Streams, we encourage you to do so there, even if that's dropping off your sub with Twitch, because not only with Patreon you get more, or we get more, but also you get some extra stuff as well. You get art cards, you get digital copies of the Mad Art pieces. There are special movie nights, all kinds of different things. So head on over there and check those out. Other than that, again, it's been a great night. Let me just see who is streaming here that we can go and raid. And we will head over there. So give me 1 second. Well, that doesn't help Stephanie to take on that. Let's see. Yeah. Role players. Let's head over there. Let me just pull up this. So we're kind of going to raid over to the role players. So, stick around, give them some love. They have some awesome role playing over there as well. And some great storytelling. So it's a great place to be. Anyways, have a wonderful rest of your night. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Tomorrow, no Curious Lament, actual game. I think they're doing a Q&A time, which should be fun. That will go from 10 to 12. So check that out. Until then, have a good one. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, good night.